Vaush, Xanderhal, Noah Samsen, shaking my head, cis white men, centering themselves again. This is proof you don't need to be a debate bro to be poggers, based, etc. That was anything but poggers. Noah Samsen, listen up buddy, this is your tape. So as you may have noticed, I've been gone a few days. Reason being, I've been working on some stuff in my own personal life, but I've also been on a journey deep into my own psyche to try and find out why I hate this guy so much. Now, I've known him for a while, but I didn't really pay that much attention to him until he released his latest video on the whole debate bro bullshit, and he's just irritated me ever since. But in order to keep this video fair and unbiased, I thought we'd react to some of the points he made in this video. That's 1 hour and 10 minutes long. I fucking love video essays.
I've brought a friend along with me for today's video. Why don't you come on out, buddy?
Whoa, hey everybody, it's me, Good Faith.
And that's enough of that. I respect my subscribers enough to not play any more of that.
This is Good Faith Gary. Everyone say hello.
Howdy, y'all.
No, not you. I'm telling them to say hello to you.
We get it. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, and by the way, I brought a friend of my own, Big Dick Daryl. Reveal yourself. Now, his job is to step in case this video turns into a sequel to forcing myself to watch D'Angelo Wallace.
When optics is the crux of the argument, this, to me, is in some ways indistinguishable from just being an anti-SJW person yourself, because it means that your online content Overton window always has to include the Gamergator perspective. And how much leftism can you really be getting done if that's the case? All of this makes a lot more sense when we look at where Xanderhal is getting this whole narrative from. In his video, he starts off by citing another YouTuber whose video's thesis forms the basis of his own, and the channel he cites just so happens to be an actual reactionary YouTuber whose primary content focus is dunking on e-girls and defending Leafy.
Alright, now as a Tom Darker, I feel like I need to set the record straight. Noah, it would really help if you watch these videos before actually characterizing them as just Tom dunking on e-girls. I mean, just look at the Amaranth one. He was literally just complimenting her business strategy throughout the whole video. Literally 15 minutes complimenting her. With the Pokimane video, I'm pretty sure he was just critiquing her bad practices. With the Sniper Wolf and Azilan video, he was just shitting on them because of their content. Also, to say that's all he does is just pretty dishonest. The dude uploads almost daily and he covers a wide variety of topics. And he's also giving men just as much shit as the women on his channel. So yeah. Also, I just like to say Tom pops up in the most unusual places when it comes to these kind of videos. I know he popped up in D'Angelo Wallace's video as well at one time. You know, yeah, he said a few slurs, alright? We all said dumb shit when we were 15. Alright, yeah, like I said, he said a couple of slurs and stuff. He was 17 or something.
Guacamole nigga peanut.
You know, I think Tom is perfectly capable of defending himself. I'm just gonna leave him to it. Now, that's enough of looking at Noah's actual video because I'm on Adderall, I've awful ADHD, and I still can't fucking stomach it. It's an hour and 10 minutes. Can't stand him. So I'm just gonna critique him based on what I've seen and what I've learned about him. That's why this video is titled The Problem with Noah Samsen and not The Problem with Noah Samsen's most recent video.
Alright, thanks. Time to go. Fuck you.
We party hard, live life, love.
Noah Samsen has the charisma and humor as an anti-smoking PSA. Seriously, watching that video made me want to do what Hassan thinks Livestream Fails wants him to do. This kind of quirky, ironic sense of humor is something I thought we moved past, especially now in 2022, but people still like it, so it looks like I'll be waiting a while. And it's also, it's something I've noticed in a lot of video essays and video essayists, kind of the same critique with D'Angelo Wallace. It's this yeah, sounds like I'm being ironic, but I'm kind of not.
Alright, thanks. Time to go. Fuck you.
Life live large, big tits, big hips, big arms.
Now, I know this next topic sounds a bit drastic, but hear me out. This whole quirky, ironic, self-deprecating humor he has carries over to Twitter, where he uses it as some sort of defense mechanism. Again, now I know it sounds like I'm making a mountain out of a molehill, but again, hear me out. Now, to give you an example of what I mean, let me show you this tweet. Now, just to give a bit of context, Dylan Burns runs these Twitch political panels, and one of the topics was debating white genocide. Now, that sounds fucking crazy. I didn't actually watch the stream, but it is something people talk about sometimes. I don't believe in it, but Noah replied, "What topic? that white genocide is worthy of debate coverage in 2022? No, we do not agree. Destiny quote retweeted this, saying, "You don't need to project your inability to engage in difficult conversations onto others. You can simply not watch and go make more video essays. There is no shortage of choirs on the internet looking for preachers." Now, Noah quote retweeted Destiny and gave a bit of a rebuttal. "You don't need to project your inability to engage with this ratio." And then in brackets, as a reply, he said, "Please, everybody help me ratio Destiny. It takes a village. It's technically activism." Now, the problem I'm trying to point out is with these last two tweets he made. First of all, ratios are fucking stupid. Sometimes they can be funny, sometimes not. It is what it is. Noah clearly knows this, but still genuinely tries to ratio him. But in order to make it look like he's just being a bit silly, he replies with that last bit, "Please, everybody help me to ratio Destiny. It takes a village. It's technically activism." Now, this is only my opinion. I think the only reason he added that last bit is just in case somebody calls him a loser for actually trying to ratio someone. And that's what I mean by this whole like quirky, ironic defense mechanism he has. And this carries out into his own like content as well, not just Twitter. I just use that as an example. But that whole shtick, I cannot stand it. It just annoys the fuck out of me every time I see it. And it's not that big of a deal either, but this whole video isn't that big of a deal to begin with.
Alright, thanks. Time to go. Fuck you.
Every bar, I love sunsets and stars.
Do you ever like see those videos of those like small ass dogs barking at something bigger than them? And then when the thing that they're barking at reacts like it's gonna, try and attack them or like fight back, lip their shit and immediately back down. That's kind of how like Noah Samsen looks whenever he has to defend a point he's made. There's no denying that most recent video was just a shit fit he threw after feeling personally attacked by Le Debate Bros. Even though he acts like it isn't, his main goal was to paint them in the worst light possible, especially Xanderhal. But another example is with when he introduces the main characters of the video, Vaush, Xanderhal, and Destiny.
You might have had a de-radicalization experience thanks to someone like Vaush or Destiny or even Xanderhal, God help you, and that's great.
Notice that Destiny tweet. For the other two, he just shows their faces. But for that particular one, he just shows the tweet, wondering why he did that. Also, a large portion of his critique towards Xanderhal was towards this video he made. It's the infamous, alt-right pipeline video Xanderhal made. Sure, let me just check the date real quick. That video was made right before the beginning of 2020. It's almost 3 years ago. Well, actually, no, two years ago. But that's the time when he just started making content. Couldn't really articulate himself very well. I just find it kind of shitty. Attack him for some more like recent stuff, not just that. Xanderhal has stated that you're a dumbass multiple times. Fight back. But to get back to the point that I made at the beginning, with the whole painting them in the worst light. Whenever he gets called out in this, he just backtracks immediately, saying like, "Oh yeah, I was a bit antagonistic. I was just trying to get the point across." But like, if you're going to be that antagonistic, back it up. Like, I have no issue with people just being assholes to each other, but like, don't act all cocky and then back down at the first bit of pushback you get. If you can't handle pushback from the whole like debate bro community, then just don't engage with them at all. Like, you make video essays. If that community doesn't suit you personally, just like don't engage with it. Close the lid to your MacBook Pro. Everything will be fine. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all the problems I have with Noah Samsen, and actually pretty much the video essay community as a whole. This isn't just limited to him. There's a lot of other people that do similar shit to this. I'm just thinking of any advice I could give to him, but like, I feel like the only one I could give is just stop.